Hey guys, we are Sean and Christy. This is Long Long Honeymoon, coming to you today from one of the most thrilling travel destinations in all of North America, BUC-EE'S. For some reason, people love BUC-EE'S, and BUC-EE'S has become something of a destination for road trippers and RV travelers and motorists around the country. So we thought it'd be fun to do a video that tells you a little bit about BUC-EE'S and why it is such a phenomenon.
BUC-EE fever, if you will, seems to be sweeping the nation.
So we thought we would just take a look at BUC-EE'S, explain what BUC-EE'S is to those of you who are from other parts of the country, and discuss whether it really lives up to the hype. BUC-EE'S was originally founded by a guy named Arch Applin in Texas in 1982. And the founder's nickname was Beaver for some reason. So he chose a beaver to be his fuel station's mascot, because every gas station needs a mascot, doesn't it? And the guy's dog was named Buck. And that is how the BUC-EE'S name came about. Bucky the Beaver.
There's one outside every location. He's a popular spot to take a photo. As you can see, his hand is a little discolored because everybody wants to hold Bucky's hand.
He's a good-looking fella.
He is. He's a happy guy. I mean, you can't not smile when you see Bucky Beaver.
Of course, people come to BUC-EE'S first and foremost for the fuel. Not only gasoline and diesel, but also for electricity. Pretty much all BUC-EE'S have electrical recharge stations. For those of you out there with electrical vehicles, you can come into BUC-EE'S and have some Beaver Nuggets too. Every BUC-EE'S always has a lot of fuel stations. We're talking about dozens and dozens of fuel pumps. Some have as many as 100 different fuel pumps. So it's really never a struggle to find a fuel pump. And when you do, those of you who are using diesel will always find diesel at the pump. Some BUC-EE'S have ethanol-free gasoline, and you can also get up to 93 octane gasoline in our particular state. So something I really appreciate about BUC-EE'S is diesel on every pump, because those of you with diesel vehicles know it can be a hassle sometimes finding diesel fuel when you need it out there on the road. You're always covered at BUC-EE'S, and it's always easy to maneuver your large RV rig in and out of BUC-EE'S. But something you won't find at BUC-EE'S are trucks. BUC-EE'S may look like a truck stop, but 18-wheelers are not even allowed on the property. So you're only going to find motor vehicles and RVs, no 18-wheelers. Sorry, truckers, it's nothing personal. I know everyone out there loves diesel exhaust fluid. I hear from you every day. DEF is your favorite purchase. Unfortunately, in our old truck, we don't have the pleasure of paying $3.79 a gallon for diesel exhaust fluid. But if you enjoy buying DEF, you can do so right here at BUC-EE'S. What? You need some water and air in your tires? As you know, I always check my tire pressure first thing every morning with my first cup of coffee. If you ever need air and water, BUC-EE'S has got you covered. Unfortunately, it's not free. But what is free these days? BUC-EE'S has a lot of greenery, nice grass for pets to go out and stretch their legs and go poopy. There are pet waste stations all along the perimeter of the complex, complete with little poopy bags. What do you call them? Waste bags. Okay. So if you got pets, BUC-EE'S is pet friendly.
So you want a drink of water. You've got a furry friend with you and he wants a drink too. Well, BUC-EE'S has thought of that. Yep, they have water fountains for your dog. Pretty thoughtful. Although this would have been too big for baby girl.
I don't know who rides their bicycle to Buc-ee's, but if you do, Buc-ee's has you covered.
Buc-ee's has thought of everything. They have tools that you can use for your bike, and they've got an air pump here for your bike as well. So if you're carrying bikes with your RV, you need a tool, you need some air in your tires, this is the place to come. They've even got hex keys for your bike. So if you need them, they're here.
In addition to a Tesla charging station, you also have a non-Tesla electrical vehicle charging station. So you non-Tesla people are covered as well. I don't know the difference.
Ice, ice, baby. Buc-ee's has you covered. They have large bags, which are 20 pounds, small bags, which are 10 pounds. And as you can see, they are well stocked.
You know, there's an old RVer's tale that you can clean out your black water tank by flushing a bag of ice down into it and letting it slosh around as you tow down the highway. However, some people claim that could damage your tank sensors. So I'm not advising you do it, but I'm not discouraging you either, am I? I don't know. Some people do it and they say it helps. Just don't come running to me if you damage your tank sensors. Buc-ee's does have firewood, and they also have deer corn for those of you out there who enjoy feeding your deer. You know who you are. And I'm one of those people. So Buc-ee's does have a store that offers shopping beyond just gasoline and diesel. This store is kind of Cracker Barrel-esque. There's a little bit of everything in here. Jewelry, t-shirts, handbags, socks, and of course, a lot of Buc-ee's merchandise featuring everyone's favorite beaver. Something very important to know for all you RV owners out there is Buc-ee's does not allow overnight parking. So although Buc-ee's is RV friendly, you can't boondock at Buc-ee's. They expect you to come in, refuel, have a snack, and move on. Honey, I think we found your swimsuit for the summer. I love it. Why don't you go try that on?
I'll pass, thank you.
Look, everyone wants to see you in the Buc-ee's swimsuit.
Nope, not gonna happen.
I tried, guys. Who needs Louis Vuitton? I'll get you a Buc-ee purse. I think it's better than Gucci.
Well.
So check this out. Buc-ee's actually has some pretty cool, interesting merchandise. I might actually wear this to a party.
Basically, if you're on a road trip and you've forgotten a gift for whoever you're visiting, you can probably find something pretty good in Buc-ee's, no matter their age. I mean, they've got all sorts of craft items for kids, toys, clothes, knickknacks for your house, knickknacks for your grill, pretty much a little bit of everything. So you'll find something no matter what you need gift-wise. If only they had it in your size.
It suits me. Buc-ee's does have camping supplies. I mean, for example, this is kind of the RV corner. You can get tank treatment, sewer hoses, drinking water hoses,
leveling blocks,
chocks, the basics, okay, of what you might need to grab when you're out on an RV trip.
Even some more unusual items like adapters.
Yeah.
And water pressure regulators.
Knives, for example. You've got a lot of knives to choose from. Even a machete. The Sogfari machete. Hunting blinds, ropes, wicks. So all the basic hunting supplies, except for ammunition.
Even some blinged out pepper spray.
Who wants a $400 cowhide?
Everything that you could want for home. They've got all sorts of lotions and scents, and then they've got pot holders and little knickknacks, you know, like
knickknacks. Official knickknacks.
Decorative displays. They've got.
How about animal skins? Do we have animal skins?
Calfskin rugs.
I really hope that's not a beaver skin.
Well,
that would just be wrong.
They have all sorts of serving pieces, wine glasses, you know, bottle stoppers, fancy corkscrews. We've also got a whole section of cookbooks and all sorts of like cutting boards and grill accessories. Come on, let's look.
How about whiskey towers? Do they have any whiskey
They
towers?
do have whiskey towers.
They have whiskey towers.
For a bargain low price of $400.
That's a pretty nice
It's a pretty
tower,
nice
though.
contraption for sure.
Must be a thing in Texas.
I suppose so.
These were not made in China.
Whatever state you happen to be in when you're visiting a Buc-ee's, you can guarantee that they will have a cutting board in the shape of the state.
At the heart of every Buc-ee's, you will find a restaurant. It's a barbecue joint. You've got their famous brisket, sausage, pulled pork, and turkey. Chopped brisket sandwiches ready to go. In addition to sandwiches, you can purchase smoked meats here by the pound. Pound of brisket will run you $26.99. Really good barbecue. A lot of people love the brisket sandwiches. The biggest sandwich you can get here is the big bucking brisket sandwich. $12.99, but that's a lot of brisket in there. Something unique about dining at Buc-ee's, though, there's really no place to sit down and eat a meal. It's to grab and go. So you can go out and eat in your vehicle, preferably your RV. But you can't really sit inside a Buc-ee's and eat.
So while Buc-ee's is famous for their barbecue, they're also known for their sweets. So they have all sorts of different types of glazed nuts. They've got cookie dough. They've got their famous fudge.
We got all sorts of fresh fudge here, different flavors. Rocky Road, red velvet, mint chocolate, chocolate pecan, caramel, chocolate nut.
They have 22 different varieties of fudge. So if you like fudge, you'll probably find something that will satisfy what you're looking for. Also, Buc-ee's is known for their beef jerky. They have a huge variety of beef jerky that you can choose from.
Lots of different flavors of jerky, hot and spicy, jalapeno honey, teriyaki, lemon pepper, cherry maple, bohemian garlic, peppered, steakhouse.
They also have specialty meats, so they've got all sorts of sausages that you can cook on your own. And then they've got some other like frozen items here, like jalapeno poppers that you can take home to cook. And then they've got pork tenderloins, all sorts of just different meats that you can take home and cook on your own.
Chicken stuffed with dirty rice. They don't even wash the rice. It's filthy.
Buc-ee's also has a full bakery. You can get cinnamon rolls, muffins, fresh baked cookies. Again, something for everybody. If you want to have something sweet, Buc-ee's is going to have it.
Look, there actually is some fruit to be found here. Fresh cut pineapple. Believe it or not, Buc-ee's is actually famous for its restrooms. The restroom facilities are famously clean. They really make it a priority to keep everything in there spotless. And once again, there's plenty of choice. You're never going to have to wait to use the restroom at Buc-ee's. One common desire of all motorists is a good hot cup of coffee. And Buc-ee's has a massive coffee station with fresh brewed coffee at all times. And they also have all the fixins that some of you out there might want for your coffee. Personally, I'm a black coffee drinker, but any kind of flavored creamer you might want, even some syrups you can add to your coffee. Buc-ee's also does have little creamers to go for 10 cents a piece. Buc-ee's, of course, also has the basic convenience store necessities, all sorts of snacks, nuts, potato chips, and cold beverages, including adult beverages. If you're looking for tobacco, you can find it here.
Does it sound appealing?
Probably the most famous signature snack you can find at Buc-ee's, other than beef jerky and trail mix, would be the so-called Beaver Nuggets. What is in a Beaver Nuggets? Do you really want to know? It's a pretty long list of stuff that goes into this. Presumably no beaver. Beaver Nugget is just your basic health food. Brown sugar, cornmeal, corn syrup, vegetable oil, salt, margarine, soybean, lecithin, vegetable monoglycerides, all sorts of delicious stuff like that. But people like them. I don't know if I want to eat that or not. And you don't have to just get plain beaver nuggets.
That's right. You can get gourmet. They've got sea salted caramel, cinnamon sweet, even white cheddar habanero.
You're not eating beaver nuggets. You can lay your head on a beaver nugget pillow.
And dream about them.
Yep.
I mean, one thing I'll give Buc-ee's is you can come in and you can get a soda for really cheap. I mean, this extra large soda is $1.09. If you went to any other fast food restaurant or gas station in the country, you would probably pay about 3 times that for this drink. Now, it's not refillable. You can only refill the washable mugs. But still, $1.09. It's pretty darn cheap.
Good price. Good to see you, Bucky. Thanks for making an appearance for us. Everybody loves Bucky. You know, there's an old expression, less is more. And that's true of a lot of things in life, but not in this case. Buc-ee's illustrates that sometimes more is more. And at Buc-ee's, they have taken everything that a traveling motorist might need or want, and they've dialed it up to 11 and given us more. And that's why Buc-ee's really works. When you come to Buc-ee's, you're not gonna have trouble getting to a fuel pump. You're not gonna have trouble finding a snack. You're not gonna have trouble getting to the bathroom and back. So it works. It's a good formula. Sometimes more is more. So that's it, guys, a look at Buc-ee's.
Was it everything you thought it was going to be?
It is my favorite beaver-themed fuel station in the country. I like Buc-ee's, and really for me, what I really like about it is that there are so many pumps and they all have diesel.
Yes, but just remember, no overnight RV parking at Buc-ee's. It's not something they do here, unless of course your rig happens to break down in the parking lot, and then they're usually pretty helpful.
Right. So we really want to hear from you guys. Who out there has been to Buc-ee's? What did you think about it? Did it live up to the hype for you? Are you a Beaver Nugget fan? Do you wear Buc-ee's clothing? We want to hear from you and why you like Buc-ee's so much if you do like it, or if you hate Buc-ee's, tell us why you hate it. Who could hate Buc-ee's?
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family. Make sure you've hit that subscribe button, and if you want to be notified of new videos, click that bell icon. Until next time, what do we say?
Lo-lo-ho. All right.
Get you some Beaver Nuggets.
I don't know about you, but I'm just about Buc-ee'd out.
Yep. Had all the beaver I can handle.
All right. So this is what a $13 sandwich looks like.